credits for this show go to Killer Breeze, a.k.a. George Contupis, and Eric Taco Marino. The home of the Common Joe and the Common Sally in the know, even more so than all those media talking heads. To paraphrase the great Dusty Rhodes, somebody say something about recruiting flips. Somebody say something about the Oregon Ducks taking USC's lunch money once again, not just in the state of California, but in that backyard they call Los Angeles, you know, where it's so glamorous, where they're shitting in the streets and hanging out on a trashy beach, playing transgender volleyball all day long. Let's talk about it. Song of the day, I'm bringing one of them back, an oldie but goodie. Slip sliding away, slip sliding away. USC's recruiting ranking is slip sliding away, just like it has the past 2 seasons. But before we get to all that, this is the Outlaw College Football, and here comes the Outlaw Posse. Once again, riding on in. The Outlaw Posse is now in effect. And the 4 horsemen shout-outs of the day belong to David Cummings, Rob, J.D. Wilmoth, and Billy Townsend are saddled up, mounted up, and helping me with this college football invasion today. And if you want to get your badge like them and get deputized and get your 4 horsemen shout-out, amongst other perks, it's just $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week. Hit that join button next to the subscribe button, and you'll be deputized and you'll have your badge. And I got a couple of great gifts today also from our listeners out there. Heath Stokes and Alice Stokes, 2 big supporters of the program, sent me a couple of Oklahoma t-shirts and this new hat to put on the wall up here. Put it on the hat of walls and replace the old Oklahoma hat for now. And if you want to get you a wall, if you want to get up on the wall of hats there, just send me a hat and I'll put it on the wall. Hit me up on Facebook on Jesse Paul Clark and DMs, and I'll put that hat on the wall for you. Now, I can also be reached on Twitter at OCF Productions. Now, getting right to it here. Man, oh me. Y'all getting here grilling on me, and what happens? It seems like, I just can't think that this is a coincidence. You know, USC and UCLA, more USC, was trying to get rid of the Oregon problem, as they called it, as it's been documented numerous times, and numerous sources have said that USC wanted to go to the Big Ten to have somewhat of a recruiting edge over Oregon and even Washington, more so Oregon. Well, it looks like the Oregon problem is a problem again for USC, because Oregon just got invited to the Big Ten. And coincidentally, right after that happens, what happens? Oregon goes into California, as I've said before, and steals a 4-star recruit from California. Not just the state of California, but as I said in the lead up, in your own backyard, in Los Angeles. You can't even build a border, or not a border, but you can't even build a wall around that supposed glamorous city where everybody wants to go, according to Lincoln Riley, and nobody else can recruit to Oklahoma. What he meant to say was he couldn't recruit to Oklahoma. But yeah, those Oregon Ducks went into Los Angeles and got 4-star cornerback Dakoda Fields, who had been committed to USC for a few months, to change his mind. He made a little visit to the Pacific Northwest, and he saw, hey, how beautiful it was up there. How it's nice to actually be able to drive around without worrying about a high crime rate and people having to observe people dropping feces in the street. Man, this is pretty nice. And that's what happens with a lot of USC recruits. They commit based on the old adage of Los Angeles being this glamorous city where there's so much to do. And then they go on other visits and they realize, dang, man, it's it's pretty nice at these other campuses. You know, these are actually places where, you know, it's pretty clean. And then he went on to say that the genuine relationship with Coach Lanning and Tosh Lapoy was a big factor in him going to Oregon. What does that tell you, USC fans? Y'all think I'm trolling you? I'm trying to help you out, man. This guy's a big old farce. He's a big old false prophet. Old Linky Boy, the T-Bow, T-B-O-W, the bitch out west. He's a big old false prophet, man. I'm trying to help y'all. Y'all think I'm trolling you? I'm trying to help you. Because genuine, the word genuine, it keeps coming up. It ain't just Dan Lanning in Oregon that's so greatly genuine. It's all these recruits that have flipped from USC to other teams. The coaching staff at Oklahoma is not genuine. They can see through them. They can see that they're coming across as disingenuous and con men. And sooner or later down the road, that's just going to get y'all back to square whatever y'all were before Lincoln Riley. We interrupt this broadcast of the OCF to give the obligatory grill to Mary Caleb Williams' fingernails. The Heis man that's not really a man. The grill that keeps on giving. Now, back to the show. Then, at the end of this article, even SI, even Sports Illustrated, takes a jab at him and says, cue the sad music. That sounds really sarcastic coming from Sports Illustrated. And it's just par for course for people that are starting to catch on. Even some of the USC fans are starting to catch on to Lincoln Riley, Alex Grinch, and the farce that is the USC coaching staff. You know, maybe these recruits also went out there and they talked to Caleb Williams, you know, Mr. Heisman Trophy winner that likes to go around painting obscenities on his fingernails, and they decide, you know what? I don't think I want to play with a guy that's all about himself and brings all this attention just to himself. Some people don't want to play with an attention whore and somebody that's, I would say, a little misconstrued in the membrane to go around painting obscenities on his fingernails about the opposing team. But that's all I got to say about that. You guys and gals, tell me what you think about all this. You think Oregon's going to continue to take that USC lunch money? Or do you think that USC will finally right the ship and start bordering off at least their city? At least try to keep people out of Los Angeles, for God's sake. Drop it in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Also, there's a little heart down here, a little dollar sign in the middle. If you want to make a one-time donation, hit that heart, throw a few dollars in the coffers. Also, as I said before, you can join the Outlaw Posse. It's not but $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week. You'll get your badge and you get deputized and get numerous other perks. I'm also going to drop my Cash App in the description of this video if you want to cut the middleman out and put all the money towards the show. I'm out of here. KMCA to all the other teams. Class is now officially dismissed.